Hey everyone, welcome back to Beekeeping with Natalie, or welcome to if you are new. Today we're going to do an update on the fondant patties, which I've already done a little bit of like a series kind of on it last year, but I'm always interested every year to see if it's changed, if they're still going to take it or not. So we're going to check this hive to see how they took it. I think this is the same hive that I did a video on with putting the fondant patty on, and I went ahead and just put a full on, and then I think there was a few that I ended up just putting halves on, but we're going to check to see if they ate it or not. And also talk about how I actually put it on wrong, which I found out later from my dad, which I was really surprised nobody in the comment section told me about it, because I didn't notice it until later and nobody said anything, so I guess I fooled you guys too. But anyway, let's just see what's going on. So this is just a single, so we've been feeding a lot of open feeding, which seems to do really well for them, and we've also been on these lighter hives like the singles doing the fondant patty. So this is completely empty. Wow, these look pretty good actually. There's a decent amount of bees around here, and you can see that this is completely gone. I mean, this was all fondant. So I was convinced that this is how we did it last year, but apparently we didn't. Apparently you actually lay the fondant directly onto the frames instead of, facing it upwards towards the lid. But I don't know if it matters, because it looks like they took that pretty well. And I don't know, I bet it's been about like a week or two maybe since we put it on. Maybe 3 weeks, you said? Something like that. So it's been a little while. So I'm not sure how long it took before they actually got all of it, but it seems like they did pretty well. So now we can just pull this off. They just love that. So this is what I meant. Usually it's laid down like that and the fondant goes directly on the frames, but like I said, I don't know if it really matters. So that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and just open up a few frames, see what's going on. Like I said, there was a pretty good amount of bees in there. I'm going to pull out this frame over here just to give myself a little bit more room. So this is a little full. It's not packed though. Going into winter like this, you always want them to be full. They've got a decent amount of pollen up in here, so that's good. The sun decided to come out. Now it's like really hot, even though it's November. Not sure how I feel about that, but it's all right. I love wintertime and I love the snow, even though you would think I'd love summertime for bees, which I do, but the heat just, I hate it. Let's see what's going on over here. I don't expect there to be any kind of brood or eggs. If there is, I'm going to be pretty shocked. I had a hive that we checked. She was still laying, and I was really surprised by that, but that was like a week ago. I think these girls already stopped, though. This girl's trying to get in my veil and up my sleeve. Let's not do that. I decided to wear a veil today, which is a little risky, so I guess that's my fault. Everybody else seems to be pretty nice except for this one girl. Yeah, so I don't see anything. I thought maybe I'd find the queen. She might be hiding though, I don't know. Let's look at just one more frame here. So there's an alright cluster in here. I mean, of course we've seen hives that have looked better, but not mad about it. These frames up here don't seem to have too many bees on it and look a little empty, so that could be filled. There still might be a little bit of feeding that we're going to do every now and then. Today might be a good day to do that just because it's going to be warm for the next couple days. There she is. She's got a red dot on her, so she must be, is red this year? I think it is. We decided to do pink, so this must have been a really early queen. She looks good. Yeah, I don't really know the backstory behind this hive. Looks pretty good. It's a little empty, so might just come on and throw something on for them, some food. It might just be maybe a bucket feeder lid. We don't have that kind of lid on here right now, but we can always switch it out. So a bucket feeder lid looks like this, and we have just these plugs on it right now that just you can pull in and out. and then the bucket goes right on top of it. So I might switch it out and give them some food just because we don't have an in frame or in hive feeder, one of those frame feeders. So might just do that just because they are a little light, even though we did give them some fondant. Just want to make sure that they are ready to go because we just never know what the winter is going to look like. So anyway, yeah, never know what the winter is going to be like, but you know what? That's so annoying because the last time I did this on this exact hive, I got a bee in my veil. This hive is just that kind of hive, I guess. Maybe it's because it's lower to the ground. My veil kind of falls forward a little bit. Yeah. She's not going to be very happy with me, probably. Ooh. Throw that back on real quick. All right, let's check maybe one more. Let's see. This is a double nuke, actually. Hey, let's see what's going on. One of these, I think one of the sides was actually dead, so we're going to find out which one that is. I don't think it's this one. Doesn't look like it is this one, but you know what? I think one of these is an absolute mess. So we're just going to show you what it's really like. Got some roaches. See if I can get it. Jeez. Yeah. Well, I'll just show you anyway. So this is the real part of beekeeping. These take 4 frames actually, and someone forgot to put a frame in. I don't know who it was, but might have been me. So anyway, this is pretty full though, so I'm not going to take it out just because there's a lot of honey in there. There's some food for them, so I don't want to take it out. So next year we will, but for now it's just going to stay in there. I don't see her actually on here, but she did lay in this too, so that's pretty awesome. Let's see what the other side looks like. Now you just have to put it in like perfectly. I think the other side also looks like this. We have another hive. It was a single, and there was like 2 frames that didn't get added. I don't know why we're so bad about not adding frames, but it's so thick and it was just full of honey, so that lid was just not coming off. So that's next year's problem. Yeah, so this one's even better. You wanna know why? Because it's right in the middle. So I just ripped that. Yeah, we're just gonna be real today. I mean, this is pretty thick and a mess. That's gonna be horrible to clean up. Jeez, I'll just make my dad do that one, probably. Well, and I bet you she's somewhere in that mess, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll just save that for later. So I knew something was going on with these double nukes. I knew one of them was either dead, which I'm gonna guess it's that one, and then the other ones were doing too good. So I guess it's a good thing they're building wax. I mean, that was earlier in the year, but yeah, so that's that. That's pretty much it. We've got a couple hives like that. So just a reminder, make sure you go through your hives, make sure they have all the frames that they need, because if they don't, they're gonna build it where the frame is supposed to be, and it happens all the time to us. That's another thing about the double nukes. I've talked about it before. They fit 4 frames in there, but there's just enough space where it looks like you can fit 5 frames in there, but you actually can't. But because there's so much space in there, just like a perfect amount, they always build in it. So that's my only complaint about these double nukes, is there's always a little bit of space for them to build wax, and they usually always want to. So anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Follow along for more bee adventures, and be here next time on Beekeeping with Natalie.